Many people believe that having diabetes means saying goodbye to all types of fruit, but the truth is completely the opposite. There are certain fruits that, although they taste sweet, actually help stabilize blood sugar, support heart health, calm sugar cravings, and still bring a pleasant feeling without the fear of raising glucose levels. These fruits are like the silent friends your body truly needs, especially if you are living with diabetes or prediabetes. In this video, I will explore with you the 4 best fruits that people with diabetes should eat. These are not only delicious treats, but also natural medicine that help you manage blood sugar in a smart way. And if you have ever been afraid of mangoes, grapes, or bananas, do not worry. I will show you how to enjoy them without harming your health. Please watch until the end of the video because the change in your diet could begin with one small fruit and lead to a big difference in your health. Avocado. If you have ever avoided avocados because you thought they were too fatty for people with diabetes, then you might be missing out on one of the most valuable foods for your health. Avocados are not just fruits rich in good fats, but also quiet warriors that help stabilize blood sugar, protect the heart, and improve insulin sensitivity. Let's begin with an interesting fact. Avocados have an extremely low glycemic index, GI, only around 15. This means they hardly cause any spike in blood sugar after eating. What makes avocados special is their high content of monounsaturated fats, which make up the majority of their total fat content. This is the kind of fat that nutrition experts around the world recommend people with diabetes include in their daily meals. In a serving of about 28 grams of avocado, about 1/4 of a medium avocado, you get around 45 calories, 4 grams of monounsaturated fat, 2 grams of fiber, 1 gram of protein, and just 1 gram of carbohydrate. These numbers are so ideal that many people even call avocado a sugar-free fruit, perfect for those who need to manage their blood glucose levels. The healthy fats in avocados help slow digestion, which reduces the rate at which glucose is absorbed into the blood. When sugar is released slowly, the body does not have to process it all at once, which helps prevent dangerous spikes in blood sugar. Moreover, fat increases satiety, helping you avoid unnecessary snacking, a clear benefit for managing weight. Besides fats, avocados also contain important minerals like potassium and magnesium, which play major roles in regulating blood pressure and improving blood circulation. In fact, avocados have more potassium than bananas, and this is especially important for people with diabetes, since high blood pressure is a common complication. In addition, avocados provide vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from oxidative stress, reduces inflammation, and improves blood vessel health. A study from Tufts University showed that people who regularly included avocados in their diet had more stable blood lipid levels, lower levels of bad cholesterol, LDL, and higher levels of good cholesterol, HDL. This is particularly meaningful for people with type 2 diabetes, who are more likely to face heart-related issues. Not only that the antioxidants lutein and zeaxanthin in avocados help protect the retina, a part of the eye that is easily damaged by prolonged high blood sugar levels. This is good news because vision problems are a common complication among long-term diabetics. When it comes to usage, avocados are incredibly versatile. You can eat them raw with a bit of salt and pepper, spread them on whole grain bread mix into salads, make smoothies with unsweetened nut milk, or even slice them to add to a morning fried egg. For a lighter option, you can mash avocado into a creamy sauce to replace mayonnaise. Tasty and much healthier. However, one important point to remember is portion control. No matter how good something is, avocados are still high in calories if eaten too much. Therefore, the recommended portion for people with diabetes is 1/4 to 1/2 of an avocado per serving and only once per day, unless advised otherwise by a nutritionist. In terms of seasonality, avocados are available year-round but taste best from late winter to early spring. There are many types of avocados, from Hass to Fuerte to bacon, with Hass generally having the highest nutrient density and a rich, creamy flavor. When choosing avocados, go for those that are slightly soft when pressed gently without cracks or black spots. As for safety, avocados rarely cause allergies and rarely interact with medications. However, since avocados contain a small amount of vitamin K if you are taking blood thinners, consult your doctor before consuming them regularly. Another interesting fact is that in traditional Mexican and South American medicine, avocados are used to increase stamina, improve digestion, and support chronic inflammation treatment, all of which are closely related to type 2 diabetes. In addition, avocado leaves are used to make tea that promotes urination, lowers blood pressure, and stabilizes blood sugar. Biologically speaking, avocados help regulate the hormone insulin by reducing insulin resistance at the cellular level. When insulin works more effectively, sugar in the blood is more easily absorbed into muscles and liver cells instead of building up in the bloodstream, reducing complications and laying the foundation for a healthier body. If you are just starting, try a breakfast with 1 slice of whole grain bread, a layer of fresh avocado, and a few slices of boiled egg. You can also mix avocado with greens and a bit of lemon for a simple salad at lunch. The key is to listen to your body. Monitor your blood sugar response after eating and take notes if you are using a glucose meter. You will start to realize that avocado is not just a colorful addition to your meal, but a true ally in your long-term diabetes control strategy. And if you have ever believed that fats are always bad, perhaps avocados will completely change that view for you. Blackberries. If you are looking for a mildly sweet fruit that is easy to eat and still safe for people with diabetes, then blackberries are one of the most outstanding choices. Even though they have a naturally sweet taste, these small berries have a very low glycemic index and contain many nutrients that help stabilize blood sugar levels naturally. Let's start with an impressive number. Blackberries have a GI of only about 25, one of the lowest among all fruits. This means that when you eat blackberries, your blood sugar will not spike like it does with other fruits, such as bananas, mangoes, or grapes. Thanks to this ability, blackberries help maintain stable blood sugar levels, reduce the risk of complications, and are especially helpful for those who are pre-diabetic. Each 28-gram serving, about a small handful of fresh blackberries, contains only about 43 calories but provides up to 2 to 5 grams of fiber, an ideal number for slowing sugar absorption and creating a feeling of fullness. This is a great advantage for people with diabetes because it reduces cravings and helps control total calorie intake. In addition to fiber, blackberries contain a small amount of complex carbohydrates, the kind that is digested slowly and does not cause sudden blood sugar spikes. This means you can enjoy them with peace of mind without worrying about any immediate consequences. When it comes to micronutrients, blackberries are a treasure trove. They provide about 21 milligrams of vitamin C per serving, which boosts immunity and protects cells from oxidative damage. In addition, this fruit contains vitamin K, which is necessary for blood clotting and supports bone health, along with iron, that helps increase the oxygen-carrying capacity of the blood, a vital factor for those suffering from chronic fatigue due to unstable blood sugar levels. One aspect that scientists are particularly interested in is the content of antioxidants, like anthocyanins and ellagic acid in blackberries. These compounds not only reduce inflammation, but also improve insulin sensitivity, helping the body use glucose more efficiently. Many studies, including research from the Harvard School of Public Health, have shown that supplementing with anthocyanins from dark-colored fruits like blackberries can lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. And that is not all. These antioxidants also help protect blood vessels, the heart, and the brain, reducing the risk of plaque buildup and coronary artery complications. This is extremely important because most people who have had diabetes for a long time face a higher risk of heart disease. In terms of usage, blackberries are very easy to include in your daily diet. You can eat them raw, mix them with unsweetened yogurt, add them to overnight oats, or blend them into smoothies with nut milk. Just a few blackberries, added to a green salad, can also provide a natural sweetness and excellent nutrition. The recommended serving for people with diabetes is between 1/4 to 1/2 cup per serving, about 30 to 60 grams. It is best to consume them in the morning or early afternoon rather than late at night to avoid affecting sleep. You may wonder, can frozen blackberries be used? The answer is yes. If you do not have access to fresh seasonal berries, usually available from midsummer to early fall, you can choose unsweetened frozen blackberries, which still retain almost all of their antioxidants and fiber. In terms of safety, blackberries do not have any significant side effects. However, because they contain a small amount of vitamin K, if you are using blood thinners like warfarin, it is best to consult your doctor to ensure appropriate intake. Some people may be sensitive to the natural acids in the fruit, so if you have a sensitive stomach, it is better to eat them with yogurt or after a main meal. From a traditional perspective, blackberries have been used in European folk medicine as a natural remedy to reduce inflammation, support digestion, and improve blood pressure. Tea made from blackberry leaves is considered a mild medicine that soothes sore throats and boosts immunity. Another notable plus is the environmental sustainability of blackberries. They are grown in temperate regions, consume less water than many other imported fruits, and often require fewer pesticides when grown organically. From all the information above, it is clear that blackberries are an excellent choice not only in terms of nutrition, but also in environmental, economic, and overall health aspects, especially for those who are working to manage their blood sugar. Naturally, adding a small handful of blackberries each day can be a simple yet powerful step forward. So next time you visit a supermarket or a clean food store, look for that deep purple tray of fruits. Add them to your breakfast, a lunchtime salad, or simply enjoy them as a healthy snack. And let blackberries show you that small things can bring big changes. Mulberries. When it comes to fruits that are good for people with diabetes, mulberries are often overlooked due to their simple appearance and low price. However, this is actually one of the fruits with the strongest biological impact on stabilizing blood sugar levels, thanks to its unique structure of complex sugars, antioxidants, and natural insulin-supporting compounds. One of the reasons mulberries are worth attention is their low glycemic index, GI, about 25, similar to blackberries. This means that when you eat mulberries, your blood glucose rises very slowly and steadily, without causing the dangerous blood sugar spikes commonly seen with high GI fruits like grapes or bananas. A standard serving of about 28 grams of fresh mulberries contains only about 43 calories, with 1 grams of fiber, 1 grams of protein, and about 4 grams of carbohydrates, most of which are natural sugars accompanied by fiber, helping to prolong digestion and slow down glucose absorption. This is especially important for those managing insulin levels or taking blood sugar-lowering medication. In terms of nutrition, mulberries are a reserve of essential vitamins and minerals. They provide vitamin C, vitamin K, potassium, iron, and manganese, all of which play vital roles in regulating blood pressure, improving blood function, and supporting energy metabolism. Notably, the iron in mulberries helps combat fatigue caused by anemia, which is very common in people who have had diabetes for many years. However, what makes mulberries truly special is their biologically active plant compounds, such as resveratrol, anthocyanins, and flavonoids. These substances not only increase insulin sensitivity but also reduce inflammation and fight oxidative stress, two root causes of dangerous complications like kidney disease, nerve damage, and cardiovascular problems. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism showed that supplementing with mulberry extract for 12 weeks significantly reduced both fasting and post-meal blood sugar levels, while also improving blood lipid profiles in people with type 2 diabetes. Another important point is that mulberry leaf extract, similar to the leaves used in traditional medicine, can inhibit the alpha-glucosidase enzyme, which is responsible for breaking down carbohydrates into glucose in the small intestine. When this enzyme is suppressed, starch digestion slows down, helping to prevent post-meal blood sugar spikes. Mulberries also play a special role in supporting liver and kidney functions, two organs that are highly vulnerable in people with diabetes. The flavonoids in mulberries help reduce oxidative stress on the liver, protect cells from damage, and support natural detoxification. For the kidneys, the polyphenols in mulberries help improve blood circulation and reduce microinflammation, factors that may slow the progression of chronic kidney disease in diabetic patients. In terms of use, mulberries are very versatile. You can eat them fresh, washed, and used as a snack. In addition, unsweetened dried mulberries are also a good choice. As long as you watch your portion, they can be sprinkled on oatmeal, mixed into unsweetened yogurt, or blended into a green smoothie. The taste of mulberries is mildly sweet with a slight tartness, making them easy to pair with light meals or enjoy after a main dish as a healthy dessert. The ideal portion is from 1/4 to 1/2 cup per serving, equivalent to about 30 to 60 grams. If you are new to dried mulberries, start with a small amount so your body can adjust, especially if you have digestive issues or are sensitive to fiber. In terms of seasonality, mulberries typically ripen from late spring to early summer, but you can easily find frozen or unsweetened dried types year-round at clean food stores. Prioritize black or red mulberries as they contain higher levels of anthocyanins compared to the white variety. A few safety notes: mulberries are generally very safe, but if you are taking blood-thinning medications such as warfarin, you should consult your doctor because mulberries contain a small amount of vitamin K. For those with sensitive digestive systems, eating too many dried mulberries may cause mild bloating due to their high fiber content, so make sure to drink enough water and spread out your intake throughout the day. From a traditional perspective, mulberries have appeared for hundreds of years in Asian traditional medicine. Mulberry leaves were used to treat diabetes. Fevers enhance vision and cool the liver. In Eastern medicine, mulberries are categorized as blood-tonifying remedies, often used for those who are thin, dizzy, or weak after illness. Symptoms quite common in people who have lived with diabetes for many years. From the standpoint of modern biology, mulberries help improve hormonal balance, reduce insulin resistance, and increase the rate at which sugar is transferred into muscles, helping the body use energy more efficiently instead of letting it accumulate in the blood. This is why many doctors recommend adding dark purple fruits like mulberries to the diabetic diet at least twice a week. Perhaps the most amazing thing is that despite all these benefits, mulberries are inexpensive, easy to find, and easy to grow, even in a small pot on the balcony. If you have ever thought that living well with diabetes requires expensive superfoods from abroad, then perhaps the mulberry tree growing right in your backyard is the real answer. Oranges are among the most widely consumed fruits in the world. Their mild sweetness, refreshing taste, and distinctive aroma make them a favorite for many people, including those living with diabetes. However, due to their sweet flavor, many people mistakenly believe that oranges should be completely eliminated from a diabetic diet. In reality, oranges are one of the most beneficial fruits for those looking to control blood sugar, as long as you consume them properly. First, let's talk about the glycemic index, GI. Oranges have a GI ranging from 40 to 45, placing them in the low to medium category. This means that when eaten in reasonable portions, oranges will not cause sudden spikes in blood sugar. This is because oranges contain not only natural sugar but also a significant amount of fiber, which helps slow down the absorption of glucose into the bloodstream. A medium-sized orange, about 130 to 150 grams, contains approximately 4 grams of fiber and 62 to 72 calories depending on the type. Another notable feature of oranges is their high vitamin C content, around 70 milligrams in one medium fruit, equivalent to 78% of the recommended daily intake. Vitamin C strengthens immunity, protects cells from damage, and reduces oxidative stress, one of the primary causes of diabetic complications. Additionally, vitamin C aids in the absorption of plant-based iron, which helps improve anemia, a common issue in long-term diabetic patients. Oranges also provide a wide range of other nutrients. Folate, vitamin B9, supports heart and nerve cell health. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure and improve vascular function. Thiamine, vitamin B1, plays a role in energy metabolism. These are all essential for maintaining blood sugar stability and protecting the circulatory system. But oranges offer more than basic nutrition. In the peel and white membrane of the fruit, there are many flavonoids and carotenoids, especially hesperidin and naringenin, natural antioxidants that improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and protect blood vessels from damage. These compounds also help lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and increase good cholesterol, HDL, thereby reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease, the most common complication of type 2 diabetes. A study from McMaster University showed that daily supplementation with flavonoids from oranges improved endothelial blood vessel function, reduced inflammation markers, and stabilized blood pressure, especially in people with a history of diabetes and hypertension. This proves that oranges are not just delicious, but also have a clear positive impact on heart and circulatory health. So how should you eat oranges correctly? The answer is to eat the whole fruit rather than drink orange juice. When you eat a whole orange, you retain all the fiber, a key factor in controlling blood sugar and creating a feeling of fullness. In contrast, juicing removes nearly all of the fiber and retains only natural sugars. And although natural, they can still cause a rapid increase in blood sugar if not properly managed. The reasonable portion for people with diabetes is 1 medium orange per day, which can be eaten as a mid-morning or mid-afternoon snack. If you want to pair it with a meal, eat the orange after your main course to avoid a rapid glucose absorption into the blood. If you enjoy orange juice, consider freshly squeezing it at home without adding sugar and limit it to about 100 to 120 milliliters per serving. However, eating the whole fruit is still the better option for maximizing fiber and beneficial plant compounds. There are many types of oranges. Navel oranges are commonly eaten fresh with a mild sweetness. Valencia oranges are juicier and sweeter, often used for making juice. Sanguinelli oranges, blood oranges, are rich in anthocyanins, which promote heart health and slow down cellular aging. Each type offers different benefits as long as you stick to a reasonable portion size. Some safety notes. Oranges may mildly interact with statins, cholesterol-lowering drugs, and some medications metabolized in the liver. If you are taking medications for cholesterol or blood pressure, Consult your doctor before eating large amounts of oranges daily. Additionally, the orange peel and white membrane are rich in flavonoids, but if you have a sensitive stomach, it is best not to consume too much of this part at once. In terms of seasonality, oranges are usually in peak season from winter to early spring, but nowadays you can find them year-round at most supermarkets. Choose fruits that feel heavy in hand with firm skin and a clear aroma to ensure ripeness and maximum nutritional value. From a traditional perspective, oranges are considered cooling fruits that support digestion and cleanse the liver. Orange juice mixed with ginger and honey was once a remedy to boost immunity during flu seasons, and this value remains relevant through the lens of modern nutrition. Biologically, oranges act as a natural blood sugar regulator, helping the pancreas produce insulin more efficiently and reducing systemic inflammation, especially in small blood vessels. This is a critical factor in preventing complications in the eyes, kidneys, and peripheral nerves, the most silent but dangerous consequences of diabetes. In the end, what matters most is not just what you eat, but how much, and when you eat it. Oranges, when chosen and consumed correctly, can become a wonderful part of a smart eating strategy for those living with diabetes. The fruits we have explored together today, from avocados, blackberries, and mulberries to oranges, are all natural gifts that not only help you manage blood sugar better, but also enrich your daily meals. Most importantly, you do not need to change everything at once. Start with small actions. Replace a sugary juice with a fresh kiwi. Add a few slices of avocado to your breakfast, or simply enjoy a few dried mulberries after your meal. Each small step is a step toward a healthier, lighter, and more energetic body. If you found today's sharing helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss future videos. Please leave a comment below to share your experiences. I am always here, ready to listen to your health journey. Wishing you continued strength, peace, and excellent blood sugar control. See you again in the next videos.